And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another week, the first week actually of 2026 with our brand new tournament. I say brand new tournament, but welcome back to the Sparkling Tuna Cup, the very first edition of the year. Welcome. Bienvenidos. It's great to be here, great to be back as we're getting back on our regular casting schedule. This is a weekly open tournament. I'm of course just live VIP. With me, I'm joined by these amazing players, by the people in chat, and by my plushies as well. Welcome one and all as we get into our first series. Exclamation mark B in the chat if you guys want to have a look back yourselves. Exclamation mark B. We are here in the round 16 and spawning in the bottom left hand corner of White Rabbits. We have the South Korean Terran player. We have the Red Terran representing himself. It is Percival. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have the Ukrainian random player. Random and landing on Zerg, representing Hokago T Team. It is HackErIsTop. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chats as we get into our best of three. And again, it's been far too long. Oh, hopefully everything's okay, as we do have a bit of a pause here. Early pool timing out of our random Zerg player going for the pool into gas into delayed hatchery. Meanwhile, bearing in mind that HackErIsTop did actually tell Percival his race, did tell him that he was playing Zerg. That is typically how things go. Oh, as we do have some latency here. Hopefully everything does even out. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But once again, welcome back to the Sparkling Tuna Cup. Again, this is a weekly tournament, but I do apologize for not being able to cover the Thunderfire event. Thunderfire event, I think is actually still going on, by the way, but it did begin earlier today. Unfortunately, we had to make a choice, right? So do we cast one or the other, and most likely not both? Considering that we're already a little bit late when it comes to Tuna Cup, we were meant to come back last week, but again, unfortunately, some things occurred IRL and wasn't available last week, so we did not want to push Tuna Cup back too long. There you go. We didn't want to push the Tuna Cup back too long, so again did decide to not cover day 2 of Thunderfire Cup. Most likely we'll be covering it via replays at a later date. Most likely that will occur instead, so obviously no spoilers in the chat, as we'll probably be casting it maybe next week. This week we are currently booked up. It's going to be a very busy week here for the Cranky Ducklings. We'll do our best to catch on up. It's going to be it's been a very intense week. It's been a very intense month of 2026. We'll get into it. For now, we do have our initial early pool. Links are moving out across the map. SCV Scout does confirm how late the hatchery is. So Percival, he knows that we have a link speed on the way. What's more important, gas is continued to be mined. So we still have a continued mining here when it comes to gas production. So we can go into a Baneley bust or a Roach Rush. One or the other, regardless, all in. It's going to be an all in. There it is, Bane bust out of HackErIsTop. Bearing in mind that Percival, he saw the gas mining, he saw the late expansion, so he knows that it should be either a Bane bust or that Roach Rush we did mention. So he already knows. Reaper moves out over the Tuna. Love to see it. And so far, having his way with all these Zerglings here. 1, 2, soon to be 3 Zerglings going down. Nice KDA charge. Does move in, and every Zergling gets cleaned up. Ooh, link speed is still on the way, and HackErIsTop is getting bullied here. And again, he's not really built to macro. He's droning up a little bit, but these workers are late. He invested so heavily here into his tech, into this aggression, and so far the aggression hasn't really built up. It hasn't really built to anything. Not yet. Behind the third CC, the confidence, by the way, very, very confident play by Percival, going for the third CC before Starport, so very economic. I mean, hey, he dealt with all the Zerglings earlier, so confident play here from our Terran player, and is going to be able to confirm his confidence. Once Reaper moves in, he should confirm the workaround. There we go. He sees drones. Yeah, he sees droning. He sees more drones on the way. A massive scout here for Percival. Confirms only one worker mining gas. Confirms no Roach Warren, saw the Baneley nest, and Percival should be feeling pretty good about this. He confirmed that his opponent had basically deviated away from the all-in, which means HackErIsTop is behind. So from here, Percival just getting further ahead. Building up. See in the chat, please, both. It's too late for that. We casted day 1 of Thunderfire Cup at least, but again, day 2 we'll probably cover via replays just at a later date. And most likely next week, maybe the week after. Meanwhile, with all the gas mining, we have extra gases being taken, layers on the way to base. Muta feels to be the case here for HackErIsTop. I mean, technically, this could be a really weird build going to 2-base Hydrogen into Lurkers, into 2-base Lurker, or we could see something like 2-base Swarm Host. I'm mentioning very, very niche builds just because of the player that we're casting. HackErIsTop is a very unique player, is typically hyper-aggressive and at times can be very unorthodox, even in his aggression. But if this was a standard play, then we should be seeing a Spire. Like a standard player, I should say. Should be a Spire into 2-base Muta. Lair is done, Spire's on the way, 2-base Muta. At the same time, Hellion's a poke in. So no crazy quirky 2-base Lurker or 2-base Swarm Host. Going to Muta play. Now, going into Mutas is easier said than done, especially because of the really rocky start of HackErIsTop. His ground army is non-existent. This is it. We have a couple of Lings, and because of the fast Evo Chamber and because of the fast Lair and because of the fast Spire, it means the Evo Chambers are heavily delayed. So late upgrades, late Baneling speed, late Ling Bane production means that Percival has the opportunity to pop up. Oh, when he gets in. Yeah, he gets into the middle one, he confirms the Spire, he knows. Oh. Gets another volley off. 4 workers going down. Lings are getting roasted. And Percival, he can just keep going. He just keep on pushing, he just keep on rallying. Back at home, he's backing up his bio. Waiting for stim, but a bit of miscontrol here on the tumor. Not like this. The Banshees are moving in. Hellion's on one side, Banshees on the other, and back at home, we're massing up the bio army. Ooh, no spores. Yeah, no spores in position. There is an Overseer, thankfully. No Overseer's morphing in. The Overseer's morphing. The initial Overseers across the map. Catching out a Queen, catching out drones, and this is becoming critical damage. I mean, it was already critical damage after the opener. That's going to be 11, 12 drone kills. You just keep going. Getting up to 14, 15. Can we get up to 18 drones? Oh, not quite. I mean, there's not enough. 17 drones go down. Again, that is game-winning damage. HackErIsTop, he got into his mutas, and these mutas, they've got a lot of work to do. Unfortunately, Percival, now it's time to push. Now it's time to move out, and this army cannot be dealt with. The best that HackErIsTop can hope for is a base trade, but even then, reinforcements should be enough to defend back at home. There are some turrets, thankfully, at the natural at least. So a couple of turrets in position. Muta's getting caught out. And again, without any Ling Bane on the ground, the bio army should be enough. There are a lot of Mutas, only 14. Speaking of some of them coming in too soon, Mutas, they get focused down. GG gets called, and Percival, he will take game number 1. GG. Whew. GG, well played. A very rough start there for HackErIsTop, bearing in mind that he did go for an early pull and early gas timing, and if you recall, HackErIsTop, he was unable to make use of that. His early Lings were dealt with, he got scattered early on. Percival, he saw the gas timing, he saw the late expansion, so Percival, he was safe and sound, even have the confidence to go for a third CC, and Percival just snowballed from there. So a very clean game here out of Percival, just a really unfortunate opener out of HackErIsTop. But we'll see what he lands on this time. We'll see what he lands on. Remember, HackErIsTop is random, not Zerg, so we'll see if he lands on Terran or Protoss, bearing in mind that regardless of what we see out of HackErIsTop, regardless of whether it's Zerg, Terran, or Protoss, we do expect an all-in. That's what he's known for. He does not macro. It's all about all-ins. All about shenanigans, back. I mean, please replay cast. Yeah, I'll be able to. Oh my god. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Ruby Rock, we have the South Korean Terran player. We have the red Terran representing himself, leading the series 1-0. It is Percival. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the Ukrainian random player, the purple Zerg, or landing on Zerg. The purple Zerg player representing HackErIsTop. Sorry, representing Hokago T team. God damn it. It is HackErIsTop. Every time. Goddamn team logo. But here we go, gas first. It is going to be an earlier pool. It's going to be, sorry, an earlier gas than last game into earlier link speed, I would imagine. We have the pool timing as well. Remember, last game in game 1, it was a pool into gas into hatchery. This time it's faster gas, so faster link speed, potentially even faster banelings. So we'll see when he does pull out. A much more aggressive variation this time out of our random player. We go. As this isn't quite lined up here because he only kept 2 in gas. It does mean that the spawning pool finishes and there is not enough for link speed, but only for a couple of seconds. Like, what, 3, 4, 5 seconds? And once again, link speed is on the way. Once again, doesn't pull out of gas. We can see here that he's not pulling out of gas, so this should be for a baneling nest, should be for a bane bust, and this should be more aggressive, should be hitting harder. Should be that much more all in. SV Scouter does not see the Zerglings. Oh, I assumed it was going to be banelings, but no, this time it's going to be roaches. Okay. It's going to be the roach rush. The SV may just confirm this. Oh, pokes in, sees the gas, goes further in, and will confirm the roach warren. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, roach warren has been confirmed. SV goes down. Percival, he sees everything he needs to. And now it's all about that defense back at home. It's going to be a bold move if he does try to go for the bunker on the low ground. Typically, we do see a high ground defense and just lift the CC. But based on the SV, yep, he's going for the low ground. Okay, bold move. Bold move, papi, bold move. Meanwhile, speaking of bold, Enki anda a dormir, papi. Gracias, gracias. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. Hope you had a great cast. Hope you had a great time with the Thunderfire event. Once again, we did cast day 1, but we weren't able to cast day 2. Unfortunately, we did, of course, have to prioritize our own open tournaments, but bienvenidos, gracias. Gracias por el raid. Anda a dormir, papi. Anda a vivir. Gracias, gracias. Enki. And hermoso, papi, hermoso. As the all-in is upon us, Lings, they move out. Once again, we did mention that this was going to be a very bold move going for the low ground bunker, and the bunker is going to be shut down. Now, speaking of here, and there's no bunker on the high ground. Roaches are rallying across the map as we speak. And HackErIsTop, can he pull this off? Gets 3 SCV kills so far. There's going to be 1 Hellion to defend. The roaches are coming. The roaches, papi. They're on the way. And again, that bunker is going to be so delayed. But the roaches, we need them as quickly as possible. I was curious where they were. Ravagers did morph in. A couple of Ravagers on the way. The bunker is almost done. Can Percival buy enough time for the bunker? Can he buy enough time for the Cyclone? This is taking too long for HackErIsTop. We gotta go in. Bunker is complete. So let's finish up the bunker. Oh! Debo gets caught out. Okay, Debo falls. The wall is open. The wall is open. Ling spot in. Show us those biles. Oh, it does have 3. And won't get the bunker. Yeah, the bunker will stand strong. Fails to break it down. Match repair on the bunker as well. And with that, Percival, can he hold up? Oh my god. 1 Ravager left. Bunker falls. Ling is going to get damage done. There's 1 Cyclone. And it looks like he may have just done it. Wow, he may have just done it. The bunker falls as 1 Cyclone. Can he survive? No. Gets around and cannot get away. And with that, we're going to the ace match. no shot. Oh my god, the bile. Yeah, bile and the Marines. Lings, they clean up every single SCV. GG gets called, and HackErIsTop ties up the series. We're going to game 3. Ay. GG, well played. We're going to the ace match. Again, it was a very, very bold and very ambitious decision for Percival to go for the low ground defense. We spoke about it as he was building the bunker, but it is very standard. It is very standard. It is the go-to to go for a high ground defense instead. So he did waste resources getting a bunker on the low ground. He also had to it also took him longer to get his bunker on the high ground instead. Likewise, we saw that he had to buy enough. Likewise, we saw his first wave of Marines were also caught out as well. So he had very, very minimal defense. A little bit too greedy there by Percival. GG well played, especially considering Percival, he saw everything. Remember, he saw everything coming. He saw the roach warren, saw the late expansion, he saw the gas timing, the pool timing, he saw everything he needed to, but was just overly confident in that defense. Let's go. Let us go. It's going to be loading into the Old Republic, going to be loading into the Ace match. And this could go either way, to be honest. Oh boy. As spawning in the top right-hand corner of the Old Republic, we have the South Korean Terran player, the Red Terran, being forced into a tied series and is notorious for being a little bit upset and being a little bit salty. And okay, there we go. It is a Percival. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the Ukrainian random player, and once again landing and rolling Zerg for her Kaigo T team. It is HackErIsTop. Here we go. It's catching up. It was a large event. Yeah, it lasted. It was Jesus. It would have been what, like 6-7 hours? 7 hours, 7-hour long event. Jesus. And again, we would have covered it as well, but unfortunately, we have this event as well, right? We have our Tuna Cup. I mentioned it earlier, but our Tuna Cup, we already postponed it 1 week, and we didn't want to postpone it again, so did decide to commit, and we'll be able to catch up with those replays at a later date anyway. Once again, though, we're going for the early gas, early pool, early link speed, all in. Now, Percival, he's going for the SCV scout. He should be able to confirm what's going on and react. And this time we should be seeing a one-base defense. We should be seeing that bunker on the high ground and the setup here on top of the ramp instead. If you recall, that was one of the missteps that Percival had last game, was he attempted to defend the low ground instead, which cost him Marines, which cost him the bunker, which cost him extra resources, which could have been invested elsewhere. As this time it's going to be later link speed. Okay, so it was a later gas, later link speed. SCV moves out. It was an earlier pool. And you can see here that once again, HackErIsTop, he's staying in gas. So he gets link speed, stays in gas, and once again, this is either going to be a Bane Blast or a Roach Rush. I mean, technically it could be Fast Lair, but should be Banelings or Roaches. And there it is, Bane Blast. It's going to be a Bane Blast instead. Ooh, loving the movement with the Zerglings. Did hide in the tall grass. Okay. As oh no, the Reaper. Jesus, the Reaper almost gets caught out. A little bit inattentive there from Percival. As Reaper takes a lot of hits, takes a lot of damage. Marine has arrived. And remember, last game we had an add-on here, so we do have extra Marine production. Percival playing it safe. And may even supply block. Yeah, there's no safe place. There's no safe zone here. There's no area for the Overlord to get away, to escape. Overlord goes down. HackErIsTop is supply blocks. Ooh, that's a late replacement Overlord. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, the Overlord is late. Banelings are morphing in. Jogo's another Overlord. Oh, the Overlord. It does pull back, thankfully. Pulls back, no bunker. Very greedy here. No bunker. He's going for the add-on stop into reactor to Hellion production. Banelings are rolling in. There's not that many lings left over though. And all that means there are lings. Ooh, does break through. Supply block. Yeah, massive supply block for Percival. Lings, what are we going for? Going for the factory as well. And if he can deny these Hellions, that's gonna be game. No shot. The Baneling. Yeah, the Baneling is here to zone away. Oh, massive connection. SCVs are going down. The factory is burning, but the Hellions looks like they will pop out. We're 2 away. Oh, 2 Banelings. The Banelings are rolling in. Reaver gets surrounded. The Hellions. He can't afford to get surrounded, Bobby. Bailey connects. And 2 Hellions will clean this up, but the damage is brutal. So much damage. So many SCVs. 14 SCVs go down. That's not good enough. That's not good enough here. So close. If HackErIsTop didn't get supply blocked, these reinforcements would have been so much faster. That could have been game. That could have been game, but now there's 3 Hellions. Oh, surround. KDA charge works against Percival. Surrounds and does pick up one of the Hellions. There's 2 Hellions left. But 2 Hellions have a lot of potential here. 3 CC. I just realized he went for a 3rd CC. He's crazy. But he's holding. And remember, he has mules. Like, Percival currently is ahead. Percival, he's in a better economic position. If that factory had gone down. Again, if HackErIsTop didn't get supply blocked. Banelings are rolling in, but I'm not so sure that's going to be enough. Yeah, Hellion volleys are brutal. Banelings making their way into the mineral line. And No major connections. Yeah, no major connections there. Percival, he holds. GG gets called, and Percival, he will take the series 2-1, advancing on to the quarterfinals. GG. GG, well played. Again, HackErIsTop, he was so close. He was so close to either killing the factory, or again, if he wasn't supply block, Lings would have flooded in that much faster, that much sooner. Faster reinforcements, that could have been enough to break the first 2 Hellions. That would have been game. Those 2 Hellions were the MVPs. If they were denied or if they were killed, then that HackErIsTop would have taken it. It's crazy. Crazy, man, crazy. GG, well played. With that, congratulations to Percival. He does claim the series, and now we can catch up on the brackets. Let's go. Exclamation mark, be in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the back yourselves.